Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell, I'm doing something Disney related, and what I'm doing is the Disney tag. I know there's a few Disney tags going around, so what I'm doing is combining two of them together. There's one that has like 45 questions, one that has like weird questions that you can't even really answer. So I'm going to do a few questions from each to try to come up with my own little tag. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will tag a few of my YouTube mommies who I know really love Disney at the end, and also link them in the description box below. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was chasing Molly around. So let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite Disney movie? It's really hard. All these questions are really hard. My favorite current Disney movie would have to be Tangled. I know a lot of you might say Frozen. I feel like we've watched Frozen so much. And Tangled came out like 2010 maybe. And I never saw it until I had Molly, and I didn't have her until 2013. So now she's into those movies, and I just think it's really cute, and I love Mandy Moore. And I don't know, I just really like Tangled. We've been watching that a lot lately. Number 2, Walt Disney World or Disneyland? I've never been to Disneyland. I've been to Disney World 3 or 4 times. We're going again in December. So I have to say Disney World just because I don't have anything to compare it to. I do hear a lot of good things about Disneyland as far as it's just one park, and Disney World is the 4 different parks and then like the water parks and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with Disney World, but maybe my mind might change if eventually we do go to Disneyland, which we hope to soon. Number 3, favorite Disney character. So, what's your favorite Disney character? My favorite Disney character, that again is a hard one. I guess you kind of have to just go with Mickey. Mickey is like the classic. It all started with a mouse, you know, so I would go with Mickey or Minnie or like, you know, the classic ones. But if I had to choose, I don't know, this might be a question later, but if I had to choose like a princess, it'd probably be Belle. These are so hard. Yeah, so we'll see what other questions come. Okay. Number 4 is, what Disney movie do you remember seeing first in the movie theaters? So I'd have to go with Lion King or Aladdin, but I'm pretty sure it was Aladdin that came first. And the reason why I remember this is because I live near a place called Cambridge, Massachusetts, and there's a movie theater there called Fresh Pond. I don't know if it's still there. And we went to see Aladdin. It was like me, my Nana, my brothers, my mom, my dad, like, I want to say a couple cousins. Like, it was just like a bunch of us just went to go see Aladdin. Like, it was a big deal. And you turn around, and some of you probably know who I'm talking about, but if you're into like PBS or cooking, like Julia Child. So Julia Child was in the theater because she's from Cambridge. Well, she's not from Cambridge, but she resided in Cambridge towards the end of her life. And she was watching Aladdin, and it was so cool. And she wasn't like a celebrity. She didn't act different. Like, she stopped and waited. Like, you would think she would have wanted to be the first one out of the theater. No, she was the last one out of the theater. She waved to everyone. She wasn't like, you know, I'm Julia Child. She just was like a regular person, but it was just so cool to see because I always watched her on Channel 2 with my mom. And like, I'll always remember that. And like, I don't know, she's just like an icon. And to say that I was like even just in the same room with her, like with an icon like Julia Child, like that's a really cool memory to have, I think. So yeah. What type of Disney items do you collect? I used to be a big t-shirt person, but then it just got out of hand, and like, you know, I had no room for them, or when should I throw them away or donate them. So the one thing that I've been collecting is the pins that you get, and some of you might not know this, but there's tons of free things you can get from going to Disney. It seems like such an expensive place, but there are a lot of freebies. And our last trip in October, we got so many pins. We went to Hollywood Studios and I got the celebration pins for everyone, but then it was also my husband's birthday and 2 other people's birthdays were coming up like the next few days that we were there. So I got them all birthday pins, but they're free and you can get them at Downtown Disney, you can get them in the parks. So we went to Hollywood Studios and then the next day we went to Animal Kingdom, so I got them again. And when they see you wearing those pins, especially like the happy birthdays or like the just engaged or anniversary, the cast members, which are the workers, they're always sure to like, you know, treat you nice. Like they'll say, oh, happy birthday, or, you know, have a nice day. Like they're nice anyways, but they really do notice when you wear those pins. And you can just get a plain one that says celebration, or like for Molly and some of the other people, it was Molly's first visit. We had a couple other people who it was their first visit, so I just got one for everyone. And you know, they're really cool to collect. Like, you know, the next time you go, it might be your birthday, or it might be, and when it's your birthday they write your name on it and they do like little Mickey ear decorations, so it's really cool and they're free. And then also at Hollywood Studios there is a Disney Junior like puppet show that we went to, and when you're leaving, I don't know if they still do this, but they did this when we went. As you're leaving, there's cast members at the door handing you out a pack of pins, and they're the good size pins, just like the celebration pins. And there was 3 or 4 on there, like Jake, Sophia, Doc. Yeah, I want to say there was just those 3. But still, I mean, come on. So we came home with so many pins. And then Animal Kingdom also, if you buy like a pretzel or something at the like concession stands, they say like if you make a donation you will get a pin. So with your purchase, we got of course the Mickey pretzel, so we also donated money, so the money went to help saving wildlife. And you got like a nice Animal Kingdom pin, like really nice, for like $1, whatever you want to donate, and it shows that you support helping save the wildlife, helping keeping up the animals that are in that park, as well as in like Africa. So that's what we collect. So favorite attraction or ride. When I was younger, I was never big enough to go on all the rides that like my brother would go on, and I used to feel really left out. But this time, since I haven't been back since I was little, I actually got to go on some really cool rides. I did like the Star Wars ride, the Toy Story ride, but I'd have to say my favorite was the Tower of Terror. Just because it's like you always hear about it, you see it, it's kind of like a classic ride, and I hope they never get rid of it. But like it was just so cool to like go on that. There was tons of cool rides I got to do, but I'd have to go with Tower of Terror. What is your dream job at Disney? I think everyone probably at some point in their life wanted to work for Disney in some capacity, and that's me. And my dream job would be anything, like even at my local mall, like to work at the Disney store. I would love to do that, even if they like paid me in like Mickey Mouse pretzels. Like, I don't know, it's just cool. What is your most treasured Disney item? My most treasured Disney item would have to be my memories. I mean, I took tons of pictures. I'll always have those to look back on. Just the experiences. Like, Disney is so hard to explain to someone who's never been, but it literally is just magic. Like, so magical, so... it is like a whole new world. It's like, he definitely like named it right. Disney World, Disneyland. It's like you're in another world or land. Like, it's just, everybody's happy. Everybody, like, I didn't worry about things. Like, I didn't worry about, of course you worry about your child getting lost, but she's always with me. But I didn't worry about like somebody trying to steal my pocketbook or anything like that. Like, everybody's just so nice, and I don't know, it's just a great place. Like, even just driving like into it and you see like the sign and you're driving into the park, and like it's just like you never forget those moments. Which Disney voice actor would you most like to meet? This one's a hard one. I'd probably have to go with like someone who's current and someone who before she did Disney I liked her a lot. Like, I had her CDs and like I was always a fan. It would have to be Mandy Moore. What's the matter? Mandy Moore, who plays the voice of Rapunzel in Tangled, and she's been in a ton of other movies. And then also your favorite snacks at the park. Now, I kind of mentioned this a couple questions ago, but I love the Mickey Mouse head pretzels dipped in the cheese. They are so good. Like, you cannot not get one or have a bite of someone's. Flounder, Sebastian, or Scuttle? I'm gonna say Flounder. I loved him when I was little. He's just so cute and you just want to, Flounder. But, so I'd go with Flounder. I mean, they're all cool, they're all hilarious, but I'll go with Flounder because he's just always been my favorite. Do you have a favorite pair of Mickey ears? They're Minnie Mouse ears, but these are my favorite. I actually got them for Molly's first birthday because we did a Minnie Mouse theme. So I wore these with like a kind of Minnie Mouse type of dress. And I wore them when we took her to her first time in Disney World and everything. So I would go with these just because they do have a lot of memories for me. Favorite restaurants at the parks. When I was younger, we used to go to the one that's like a drive-in. The old school cars kind of one. I forget what that's called. Chef Mickey's was one that I loved with the character breakfast. And this one's not at the parks, but it's at Downtown Disney, which we hit up back in October, is Wolfgang Puck's restaurant in Downtown Disney. It's really, really good. It is a little bit pricey, but that's to be expected when you're in Downtown Disney or Disney in general. But it is worth it. We all got, I want to say everybody at the table got a different pizza, and my mom got this amazing roasted chicken with mashed potatoes that I wish I got, but my pizza was delicious. Molly even got like a little pizza and I ate hers too. I love pizza. But I mean, it was really, really good. And the servers were so nice. Which Disney princess has the best sidekicks? I'm gonna have to go with Frozen on this one. Olaf is a pretty cool sidekick. He's just so funny. Like, I feel like Olaf made that movie. He was more of the star for me. I don't know. He's just so cute and funny. I'll definitely go with Olaf. Pasquale and Minimus, is it Minimus or Maximus? I get confused with Sophia and Tangled. Was funny too and Tangled. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. They all have cool sidekicks like Sebastian and Flounder, but I'll definitely have to say, for me at the moment, is Frozen, Olaf from Frozen. He's just so funny. A scene from a Disney movie that you wish you could experience. I would say, I'm going to probably go with Beauty and the Beast. Be Our Guest. I don't know. I just think that's so, like, cool. I don't know. Hi, Minnie Mouse. I definitely think Be Our Guest. It's, like, fun and, you know, or maybe something from Fantasia. No, definitely Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest. I think that would be so cool. An unforgettable experience or moment you've had in Disney parks. I'm going to go with Characterpalooza. If you don't know about Characterpalooza, maybe I'll make another video about it, but it's like a secret meet and greet that not a lot of people know about, but it's not like, it's not advertised or anything, but it's not, you could Google about it and find out. It's not like you can't find out about it because that's how I found out about it. But it's in Hollywood Studios. When I went, it was near Tower of Terror. I knew they do change it up every once in a while, and it was around like 5 o'clock, and they open the gates, and all these characters, and it's always different, are just standing there for you to come in and meet them, take selfies, take pictures, take, you know, autographs, you know, it's just so cool, and it's just, even though you can Google and find out about it, still a lot of people don't know about it. So it wasn't a ton of people who are waiting to get into it. And it wasn't like a regular meet and greet where if you don't have a fast pass, you could be waiting in line. Like, we didn't have a fast pass to meet Sorcerer Mickey. And we were waiting in line for over an hour. And with a toddler, well, at the time, Molly was just like maybe 14 months old, 15 months old. It's hard to wait in a line like that. So definitely the Characterpalooza was definitely worth it for us. She could stay in her stroller, where you can't bring strollers in a lot of places. They let us keep her in the stroller. Even one of the cast members stayed with me and pushed the stroller to each character for me. Like, they're just so, so nice, and like, I don't know, I just really loved it. And we got to meet characters we wouldn't have met because we didn't go to Magic Kingdom or Epcot, just because we thought it'd be too much on Molly. But we still got to meet the characters that you probably could only meet at those places and not at Hollywood Studios, so it was awesome. Who are your favorite Disney princesses? I knew this question had to come up. I would have to say, when I was younger, I grew up when like Belle had come out. Pocahontas was a big one for me. Jasmine, and those still are my favorite. I'd go with Jasmine, Little Mermaid, and Belle, and Pocahontas. But yeah, so for Molly, she likes pretty much the same ones that I mentioned, but you have to add in Sophia the First. So that's the only difference, and Rapunzel. You could choose any other characters to be your best friends. Who would they be? That is so hard. I'm gonna have to go with like my favorite princesses, like Belle. I'd want everyone to be my best friend. I'm just gonna go classic with this one and say Minnie Mouse and Daisy. I feel like they're the perfect best friends, and like we'd get along good. So that's who I'll choose. What is your favorite non-classic or maybe not most known Disney movie? This one again is wicked hard for me because I feel like all Disney movies are classics, and they're all pretty much known. I would probably maybe say Parent Trap, the original, but that is a classic, and I do like the Lindsay Lohan version. Freaky Friday, or like the Disney TV movies like Halloween Town. What's that one? Is it Luck of the Irish? Where he turns into like a leprechaun, or his grandfather's a leprechaun, or the same Ryan Merriman. I used to love him. He did a lot of Disney TV movies, and he turned into like the mermaid. That one, did he turn into a mermaid? Yeah, something about merman. I don't know, like Disney movies are just classic to me. Maybe they're not classics to you, but I think anything Disney is classic and timeless, and you can watch them over and over again. So I really don't know how to answer these questions. Yeah, okay. So the final question that I'm gonna put in is, if you had the chance to spend time with Walt Disney, what would you want to say to him? I'd love to see how all you're going to answer, but for me, like, what wouldn't you say to him? Like, he started it all. Like, I'd probably want to know, like, what does he think of all this, from just dreaming the idea up in his mind to seeing what it's become now, to is he happy with what it's become? Like, I'd ask him these questions, like, what is his favorite movie? What is his favorite character aside from his BFF Mickey? You know, things like that. Like, I'd ask him all the questions that we probably want to know. I'd want to, like, I don't know. I'd either ask him those questions or I'd just be like, nice to meet you. Like, I don't know what I would say, but it would be cool to meet him. But yeah, so those are the questions that I put for this tag, and I did not create these questions. There were 2 other Disney tags that I found, and I just mixed them up to make one, because the questions for the tags were like 45 questions long, and I feel like that would have been like an hour-long video, and I already talked too much. So I just mixed them up to give you like what I thought were cool questions. So I hope you enjoyed the tag, and my favorite part I always say whenever I do tags is I love to tag other people. So I have a few YouTube moms who I know would love this. Of course, being Mommy What Style, the biggest Disney mommy I know, I'm gonna tag Angel from Making Baby Taylor. Who else? Kaylees Vlogs, Growing Up Meadows, the Meetup Diva. Who else? Naomi from My Life with a Cherry on Top, and whoever I didn't tag, I'm sorry I missed you. Maybe the other moms can tag you. I hope you like this video, and I will link the channels below so you can check out everyone else's tags. See you real soon!